evening we went to the scholarship meeting with Tamworth Football Club for Charlie. So this is for his post 16. So, and then on Saturday we also went to Loughborough College, which is like a specific kind of sports college. Something that stood out to me was at both of these things, that these are people talking to post 16, and the terminology that was actually used was, you are your brand. This is like education providers talking to post 16. You are your brand. And I just sat there and was like, you know, this is something that I talk about all the time with regards to personal branding. And, you know, we talk about, you know, like sharing the results and sharing like the opportunity and doing that consistently. And something that is really, really important is, and this is, I think, what can hold a lot of people back. And I say that not in a bad way, because I've been there myself, but like, you are kind of putting yourself out there and it can feel quite vulnerable. So me sharing like my perimenopause journey, prior to being perimenopausal, I would talk about I was a victim of domestic abuse. And so what, you don't have to go that deep, by the way. You don't have to share that level. It's really important for people to be able to relate to you and relate to you personally. And that's where it can feel quite vulnerable, because this is you. Like, and so say you think to yourself, yeah, do you know what? I'm up for doing that. I'm up for sharing like what I'm doing on my day, what my struggles are. And when I say struggles, I don't necessarily mean like big life things that you don't want people to know about. I mean like, oh, it's a busy, you know, I'm busy as a mom, or I'm busy in my life, or, you know, this is something that I have to deal with, like this is the washing pile, like those kind of relatable things that people can be like, oh yeah, you know, I can relate to that. Could somebody else take your videos, your posts, and post them as their own, like all of them? Like, could they just, you know, what are you sharing that is like something that is you, your personal brand? Okay, so what makes you you? And that isn't like a mix of different things often. We talk about what 5 things. Okay, so there'll probably be 5 things that make up your personal brand. Now, what's really key here is this is going to like narrow down. Okay, so we call it niching down, okay, the audience that you're speaking to. And that can feel scary because you want to just appeal to everybody. But you are never, ever going to appeal to everybody. Even think of something like Coca-Cola. So Coca-Cola, huge, massive, global brand. There are people that prefer Pepsi. There are people like myself who don't drink fizzy drinks. So you can never appeal to everybody. And so what you want to do is you want to find those people that are going to get you. And as I say, it can feel quite vulnerable. And I do understand that, because you're going, well, what if I show me and then people, you know, they want to buy from me? Well, they will. Like, you know, unless you're somebody and you have absolutely like 0 friends whatsoever, or 0 people in your life who care about you or around you or just contact you or at work that speak to you, there are people that are going to like you. Okay, but they're going to like you for you, and that's really important, is that they like you for you. And it can feel like sometimes we're not even maybe confident in who we are ourselves, but you know what, that's actually part of it as well. And that is like sharing, you know, oh, I'm nervous about putting myself out there, Well, actually, when you say that you're nervous about putting yourself out there, loads of people will relate to that. So it doesn't necessarily have to be videos where you're talking. Nobody's saying that you have to put out there, you know, content that is like videos, like I say, videos of you actually talking. Like, you can be present as a personal brand without having loads of videos of you or your face. Like, you know, I would recommend putting pictures of yourself up there because people want to see, people buy from people. But if you're not there yet and you're not comfortable with that yet, that's okay. You can still show up and share who you are and what you are about without doing that. But it's really important that you do show up in that way. And so by consistently turning up with that sweet spot of, you know, there's 5 things that make me me, for example. So I am a mum of boys, I'm perimenopausal, I'm ADHD, I like clothes and stuff. In this, like, you know, we're always constantly adapting and changing. And, you know, my 5 things, like, I've been doing this for 11 years, so I can tell you that this works. And those 5 things will change over time as well. So that's something, like, and people will follow that journey with you. Things that make you huge. You know, I like crime, for example. Like, I'm a feminist. That's one of my things, is I am very passionate about female equality, and in particular women's health care. And that, what are you passionate about? What do you enjoy doing? Like, do you enjoy watching true crime? Like, I love watching like serial killer stuff. Like, you know, that's how I relax, which is weird, isn't it? But a lot of people do that. But so that alone isn't me, is it? That's lots of different people. But actually, that combination of those 5 things. So the fact that I'm a mum of boys, I'm perimenopausal, I'm ADHD, you know, I love true crime, and I love making sure women's health is on the agenda, and women, that then becomes, that's me. Like, other people can have interests in all those different areas, and you will draw in those people who are interested in all those different areas. But there's only one you. There's only one you that's going to probably put all those 5 things in. And so that is then your personal brand. Like I say, buy from people. And so when you are then consistent, when you are consistent in that messaging of, this is who I am and this is what I am telling you about, this is what I'm sharing, you'll get questions about the products and about what you're talking about. And that's when you realise, oh, well, I need to add that in. But you only get that when you're consistently showing up. And then obviously the messaging in the background is absolutely crucial, because that is relationship building with people. You know, Layla's just shared about how, you know, she's put something in her story and she's messaged everybody saying, isn't that an amazing result? And that is literally the absolute crux of how you will get this success. If you are curious and thinking, what is my personal brand? Like, if you need a little bit of help with that, then let's have like a little call, because I can tell you, and this is my speciality, in 11 years, I'm very proud of this, is that I can, in a call, literally be like, right, these are the things that this is you, this is your personal branding, this is what you can be talking about. And I will also ensure that you feel good about that, and that you are like empowered with who you are and what you've got to offer. Have a good Monday. 11/11. It's Transformative Change Day.